You might never get to experience a genetically altered spider bite, get to ride in the Batmobile with all of its tough gadgets, or fly about in a cape and red tights. However, that doesn't mean that you can't be a superhero. In the 21st century, we provide you with the technology that can fulfill your fantasies of being a superhero. Welcome back to TechStudio. In today's video, we'll see a list of 10 gadgets that will give you real superpowers. Isn't that just amazing? I know you want to try them out as much as we do, so without any further delay, let's get right into the video. But just a quick one before that, make sure you subscribe to TechStudio. Let's get into it. Number 10. The exoskeleton. A mobile device that can be worn over all or a portion of a person's body, providing ergonomic structural support and operated by a system of electric motors, pneumatics, levers, hydraulics, or a combination of cybernetic technologies. A powered exoskeleton is also referred to as power armor, powered suit, cybernetic armor, exosuit, hard suit, exoframe, or augmented mobility. Exoskeletons can be made more broadly for one hand, one leg, or even the entire body. They're not just made for certain body parts. The division of the classes so illustrates the most typical body sections for which exoskeletons may be constructed. The exoskeletons designed to support all the limbs or the majority of the body are referred to as full-body exoskeletons. Number 9. The FLYBOARD Air. A FLYBOARD Air is just a jetpack or hoverboard propelled by a gas turbine. It was developed by French watercraft racer and Zapata racing founder Frankie Zapata. At 2,252.4 meters, it established a Guinness World Record for the longest hoverboard flight in April 2016. As per Zapata Racing, it can fly up to 3,000 meters, 9,800 feet in altitude, and has a top speed of 150 kilometers an hour, or 93 miles per hour. The duration might alternatively be 10 minutes. In 2019, Zapata rode his creation in the Bastille Day military parade. On July 25th of 2019, he attempted to cross the English Channel, but he was unsuccessful since he fell into the water at the refueling station. On August 4th of 2019, a second effort to cross was successful. Escorted by French Army helicopters and utilizing a rucksack gasoline reservoir, he made the route, 35 kilometers or 22 miles, with one refueling stop at the halfway point. On the 20-minute flight, Zapata attained a speed of 177 kilometers per hour. Moving on to number 8, Dr. Octopus. Dr. Octopus, usually referred to as Doc Ock, is a made-up character that appears in the American comic books produced by Marvel Comics. He's a very brilliant, short-sighted, and slightly stocky mad scientist with 4 powerful and durable appendages that extend from the rear of his body and may be employed for numerous reasons. These appendages resemble an octopus's tentacles. He went into crime and ran into the superhero Spider-Man when a lab mishap caused his mechanical harness to permanently bond to his body. Dr. Octopus has occasionally been presented as a troubled anti-hero and ally of Spider-Man, despite the fact that he is typically portrayed as a supervillain. Number 7. EIDOS Mask. Imagine being able to adjust your sight and hearing in the same way that you can adjust the setting on a television or a radio. Well, a group of students at the Royal College of Art in London, the EIDOS mask or headset, to improve sensory perception by tuning into specific sounds or images among a vast amount of oral and visual data, then applying effects to enhance the crucial ones according to the designers. The audio is recorded using a directional microphone, background noise is removed using software, and the listener receives the audio through headphones and a central mouthpiece. Which, isn't that all just fantastic? Number 6. The Ultra-Thin Invisibility Cloak. Space Trek's Ultra-Thin Invisibility Cloak and Harry Potter's. Although we've always thought of invisibility cloaks as a fantasy staple, science has advanced enough to make them a reality. A microscopic invisibility skin cloak that can conform to the shape of an object and prevent it from being seen by visible light has been created by researchers at the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory and the University of California in Berkeley. However, because the underlying principles of the technology allow it to be scaled up, it's only a matter of time before we also conceal macroscopic objects. Number 5. The PYRO Fire Shooter. Any regular fan of the X-Men cinematic universe is familiar with PYRO, a mutant with the ability to control fire. Now, there's a device that lets you do that in real life. The PYRO Fire Blaster allows you to shoot flames directly from your hand. You can move around shooting tiny fireballs that travel nearly 10 feet and vanish magically. The Fire Blaster's mechanism is fairly simple. A flash of cotton and flash paper is included that loads into the shooters too. To increase the safety and mystery, you can also start the flame with remote control from up to 30 feet away. You can also use this blaster 120 times before the combustion component runs out, so it will last you a good while. Isn't it just amazing to know that there are gadgets in the current world that can make you feel like a superhero or give you a real superpower? For more like them, watch the rest of the video. But before we get to that, subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Number 4. NK-01. If the PYRO Fire Shooter wasn't enough to satisfy your inner geek, check out the NK-01 exoskeleton suit from a Chinese firm. Its grey, silver, and black color scheme are the closest you can come to that of Iron Man in real life. You can even echo the other Iron Man's outfits to wear more technology. The CEO of FutureWise Hanley mentioned that he enjoyed watching some robot-themed cartoons as a youngster, and that Western and Japanese robot series like Transformers had a huge effect in China, which served as the inspiration for developing this amazing creation. The happy owners of the NK-01 have displayed it in Beijing, and even though this extraordinary idea is now in the prototype stage, the firm has set its sights on becoming the first to produce them commercially. That alone is worth your consideration. Number 3. The Personal Vacuum-Assisted Climber. The PVAC is a new method of climbing walls that allows the user to ascend a flat vertical surface using suction. 3 spinning impellers within each vacuum motor produce the suction, removing air from a sealed area. The climber pulls down on a vacuum pressure release mechanism to release the vacuum. Using foot stirrups, the climber can go up higher to the next step. This portable hoover with suction gloves is a useful tool since the process requires frequently climbing walls. The only drawback is that the hoover is noisy, which makes it difficult to covertly enter enemy territory. Nevertheless, the researchers have also constantly been working to improve the mechanisms of the PVAC for military applications. Number 2. The Kuratas Human Ride Robot. A 6,000 round per minute, 13-foot tall, 4.4-ton, diesel-powered mech robot with over 30 hydraulic joints. For the typical nerd like you and I, a BB Gatling gun seems like a dream come true. The Japanese business Suidobashi Heavy Industries' mind-blowing invention, Kuratas, can move its arms, legs, and torso freely thanks to its hydraulic joints. The 4-legged robot can now move on regular wheels, but manufacturers wanted to train it to walk so that it can traverse difficult terrain. And finally, the GARRISON Bespoke Bulletproof Suit. Seriously, there's no better clothing option to wear than the GARRISON Tailored Bulletproof Suit if your objective is to look your finest while remaining as safe as possible. This suit can be tailored to fit your entire body and can be made in a color or pattern that complements your skin tone while protecting all hazardous places. It uses the same carbon nanotubes created for the US troops' uniforms in Iraq and is thinner, more flexible, and a lot lighter than a regular Kevlar cover. The entire custom suit acts as a shield, with nanotubes in the fabric hardening to block any forces from penetrating while still being comfortable, reliable, and aesthetically pleasing. With that, we've come to a close. If you've enjoyed this episode, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such amazing content. Also, bang that bell icon for notifications, and you can watch some other videos on our playlist too. Thank you so much for watching, my friends, and we'll see you in the next video.